So a mate of mine is watching this rough as guts promo video made with AI, right? And he doesn't say, "Oh, that's neat," or give it a polite nod. He looks at it, squints, and says, "Mate, I'd pay $10 for one of those right now."
Which is, that is literally the holy grail of validation signals. It is so rare.
Right. But you hand that exact same scenario to the Clown Shoe Club over in middle management, and what do? Mate, they immediately schedule a 90-minute meeting to decide if they need another meeting.
They bring in Karen from middle management, who insists on a 6-person steering committee, a 3-inch thick compliance binder, and a 40-page deck before anyone even talks to a real human.
Spot on. Meanwhile, the Club Genius approach is, wait, why are we spending 3 weeks picking slide fonts? We just take that $10 signal straight to ChatGPT as a conversational thinking partner.
Exactly. You don't ask AI to magically build a whole business in one click. You use it to interrogate the idea. You ask 8 targeted questions in 20 minutes.
Questions like, okay, what does the customer intake form actually look like? How do we take that $10 payment without breaking a sweat? What happens when an edge case pops up in automated delivery?
And while you are doing that, in 20 minutes, corporate middle management has already hired Trevor the consultant for 6 figures. Trevor presents a KPI dashboard where every single light is glowing bright green, while the actual building is metaphorically on fire.
Oh, absolute classic. Everything is green on the dashboard. It is like me spending 6 full weeks in my backyard shed polishing and chroming the handlebars on an old Yamaha DT175 trail bike before I even kick the starter to see if the engine block turns over.
You would totally do that, though.
Hey, I have only done that once. But you get what I'm saying, right? People spend months polishing a product nobody wants instead of checking if anyone will hand over a $10 bill.
It comes down to basic survival in the modern workplace. Traditional teams spend $150,000 to hide from true willingness to pay, because real feedback is scary. A lean operator asks that one obvious question right up front.
So once you have run that chat, how do you go from a bunch of text bubbles in ChatGPT to something that actually works?
This is the magic part. You don't tell a coding tool, hey, build my business. You take that structured chat and turn it into a detailed 3-page markdown spec.
Right, mapping out customer input schemas, payment webhooks, AI generation steps, and admin triggers.
Yes, you define what the customer sees, what happens after payment, and how errors get caught. Then you hand that clean spec to OpenAI Codex.
And Codex builds the actual functional platform code interactively. Building blocks like the intake form, payment integration, database, and output generator. Boom, done in hours instead of a 6-month enterprise dev cycle.
And then comes scene 9. The very first real $10 transaction clears. An actual customer bought a real service.
Struth. That right there proves the bottleneck in product development was never writing code. It was having the common sense to ask the obvious question nobody else considered.
And then in scene 10, the Clown Shoe Club high-fives each other in the boardroom and claims credit for the synergistic innovation pipeline.
While Club Genius just quietly walks away to grab a coffee from the machine that is broken half the time anyway.
So, what is today's Club Genius lesson?
Today's lesson is simple, mate. If everyone around you is adding complexity, risk reviews, and steering committees, remove 2 steps and ask the one question that matters. Did anyone actually try to sell it to a customer?
Validate it. Define it. Build it. Test it. See you next time.